subscribers and YouTube transients, viewers, Fanboy72 here. And what I'm going to do in this video right here is I'm actually going to show you a haul that I have. The last Comic-Con that I went to, ChicagoCon, and I got some really good finds. I'm really big into covers, the artwork and what have you. Some great names and artists as far as that goes. Some of the like Adam Hughes, absolutely love that guy. Beautiful artwork on that. And I'm a really big fan of covers from Zenescope. Some other artists such as Ebass, some Greg Horn, Jamie Tyndall, Ken Lashley, things like that. You get the point. Well, so I just want to kind of just go over some of my hauls that I got from the last convention, and I think next week I'll do another video of the hauls that I got this week. Okay. So anyways, I hope you like them. I found a lot of these videos that I used to look at from other people very, very helpful as far as what I wanted to get, and it kind of gave me an idea of what was out there. You know what I mean? So just to let you know, and also I appreciate a lot of your subscribers. My numbers starting to go up, which is great. So more people are starting to come to the channel and checking things out and seeing what's out there. And that's what basically I did. And another person, hey Tivo, I appreciate you subscribing and the comments and everything you have. Lou statue guy. Appreciate you guys coming over there and looking at my stuff as well, and among many other subscribers as well. My likes are starting to go up, my views are starting to go up, and definitely my subscribers are starting to go up. And so, what does that tell me? That means more people are looking at specific things, and they're doing the same thing that I was doing, and hopefully trying to find, get some learning tips or what have you. So, so there I go with that. But a lot of these comics that I collect nowadays, I'm really big into modern variants. Absolutely love them because I noticed that a lot of the modern variants that I look at and that I want, I have some of my favorite artists on there. So I'll snatch those up, especially if I really love the covers. But here's the thing about variants. I noticed that at a lot of these conventions and even some of the local comic book stores, they have a tendency to really boost up those prices in those comic books. And I just don't necessarily agree with a lot of that sometimes. Let me give you one example, and you'll see it in here. But a variant of Starfire #2. I was at one of the conventions. And I saw that, I wanted it. The guy wanted, I think, close to like $35 or something for it. And to be honest with you, there's a cap that I'll spend on a variant and what I would pay for it. So, I tried to talk him down to a fair price, but, his excuse was the fact that they were getting hotter. Well, here's the thing. Comics, depending on the situation, depending on a lot of factors. I'm not even going to go into that. Depending on a lot of factors, prices of the books are going to go up, right? I got that, okay? However, sometimes they go up, and then sometimes they go down. So you never know, okay? But anyways, back to the story. He wanted close to $35. I tried to talk him down to a fair price, and, being $25. I said, hey, $25. That's a fair price. I mean, I wasn't even trying to lowball the guy or not. $20, I think would have been a better price for it, to be honest with you. But he wouldn't budge on it. So I said, you know what? Okay, guy, I'll take it. So I wound up taking it, and I was a little reluctant on that as well. Well, guess what? Just this week, I was at the store. I found the very same variant one for not more than $10. And so here are the things with these books and trying to find them and hunting for those, is that if you hunt enough, you'll eventually find it cheaper somewhere. But if you got to have the time, you got to have the patience to do that, and some people just don't. And I understand it because you never know. On the other side of the coin is you never know when you'll never ever find this again. That might be the very last one. And I'm not too, you know, keen on always trying to get the best copy of everything. If I see a specific book that I want, and you know it's a fair, you know, fair coverage on that, not to mention just not just the price, but overall the condition of the book being it's a fair condition, then you know I'll pick it up. I'll absolutely pick it up, and then maybe later on down the line I might find it again even in a better condition, and I'll snatch it up. And I don't know, wind up doing something with the other book if you know, if flipping it or what have you. But so that's my rant and rave when it comes to those. Variants are going to get up in prices. I got it. I totally understand, and that's why they're variants, you know, and that's why they have the specific artist do certain covers. But here's the thing. I noticed I was talking to some of the artists when I was at the convention, and they have no say whatsoever on what's going to go on what cover and how much those books are going to cost. Straight out of the mouth of some of these artists, and they you know, and they'll do these commissions for these companies, and then you know the companies are the ones who want to jack up the prices on that, you know, and it's whether you want to pay that amount or you don't want to pay that amount. That it's just all up to you. Sometimes I'll get finds. I'll find some really good finds and some really good deals on those, and I'll snatch those bad boys up. Okay. Sometimes I'll you know, I'll just wait and what have you, and we'll go from there. But for the most part, anyways, enough about me ranting and raving. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my haul right here. And this haul right here is basically, this is some Adam Hughes covers that I found. Love Adam Hughes, and this is just a variety of just, you know, miscellaneous ones. Has some great covers, even some variants in there that I really love the covers on, and I hope you like them just as much. Besides variants, I enjoy some Silver Age. Absolutely love the artwork on the Silver Age. You know, going all the way back to the 60s and 70s, just beautiful how they're done. It's just such simpler concepts of artwork. However, you know, it's, you know, you look at it and you're just like, wow, absolutely amazed at it. Okay, and then of course nowadays the variants, the artwork nowadays are just so almost realistic, if you will, and it's just much more appealing to the eye, I think. But I hope you like this one. Let me know. Hopefully, and if there's anything else that you guys want to see, I can do some videos on that. I can do my runs on my Conans or my Spider-Mans or what have you. But I think the very next video I'm going to do, I have a few more variants, just like I said, that I've gotten this past week. So I'll go ahead and do a video on that. And excuse my very bad habit when I'm talking sometimes, and I try to eliminate that as much as I can. There I go again. But hopefully that didn't distract you from the message that I'm trying to put out there, okay? So, without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so here we go. My apologies if the glare is kind of getting in the way of the video itself. Let me see if I can readjust. Okay, there you go. That's a little bit better. So I used the 2 mil Mylar sleeves on those, and I think it just makes the book stand out even more. Just kind of adds a little bit more, I don't know, clarity and enhances the color, if you will. And so I like using those, especially for my books that my variant books or my books that I really enjoy the covers on. On this left side, as you're going to see, these are some Adam Hughes covers of Wonder Woman, and I think got some Catwoman on here. On the right side right here is just a hodgepodge of different covers that absolutely love. Okay, start on the left side. I've got Wonder Woman number 164, okay? And I'm going to go through these because I'm not going to talk about each book and the storyline and what have you on them. Because to be honest with you, I haven't read any of them. And here's the thing, because you know, sometimes I don't get into a lot of the runs of the books. And if I don't, then I don't want to just kind of jump into the middle of reading the books or what have you. So what I'll do is, and I enjoy the covers. You know, I enjoy the covers. There are a variety of different books that I do read, like the Spider-Mans, my Conans, my Captain Americas, and a few varieties of them. But some of these ones I haven't read, so I'm not going to even try to BS you guys and get into the whole storyline of what it is and what have you. This video is just to show you some of the amazing artwork that some of these artists do out there, and how much I love them, and hopefully for the people, the viewers that are out there watching, and hopefully you have that same type of love for them as well, and probably get into it as much as I do, because you know everybody collects for one reason or another, and I won't get into that at all. So you know, just here we go with that. And then another beautiful cover, Wonder Woman number 173. Look at the busyness of the cover and just the detail on that. Just absolutely amazing. Catwoman. Okay, so we're gonna get into my Catwomans right here, and this is an entire run of just a bunch of Adam Hughes Catwoman covers that are just absolutely amazing to me. His technique and his almost realism of his drawings are just outstanding. Catwoman number 46, and hopefully you can see that. Look, I mean, just look at that. Look at the artwork on that. Just how amazing that is. It just brings that character out to life, as though that character actually really did exist. You know, the realism to that. Okay, and Catwoman number 48. Another beautiful work right here. Look at that. Catwoman number 52. And so I mean, you can see the skull, then the glasses, and the detail he put forward on this. Catwoman number 53. Isn't that beautiful? Just the city scape in the background, and wow. And Catwoman number 56, and I love this cover. This is just probably one of my favorite covers right here, just because of, I mean, look at her. You got Catwoman. She got a Band-Aid on her nose, and she's drinking coffee at probably some diner or what have you. And I was at the Chicago Comic-Con, and there was a booth where I got all these Catwoman and a whole bunch more of these Adam Hughes, and I just could not believe the price the guy was going. I mean, I think I picked this one up for like $5, and I think I saw on YouTube's not YouTube, but eBay somewhere, these things were going for like $20 up to $30, and I'm like, you got to be kidding! So this guy was selling them for $5, you know, and I was just like, you got to be kidding me. So, and of course I had to snatch up a few of them, so I wind up snatching up about 3 of them. So I got this one, and like I said, and if you don't know, this is the first print of it, because, and I'm thinking to myself, is this a second print, or is that, I don't know, why is he going so cheap? But nope, sure enough. Catwoman number 58. Look at that. This is another gorgeous cover. Catwoman number 59. Just getting ready for business right there. Alright. So, and Catwoman number 65. Adam Hughes. You can always find Adam Hughes' signature right there. It's AH exclamation point. Catwoman number 70. This is the red cover on this one. This is starting to become one right here with the red cover. For some reason, it's starting to get hard to find. Luckily, I picked this up, and I think the guy was only, you know, wanting like $10 for it or whatever. Like I said, treasure hunting. You gotta love it. You got to love it. And Catwoman number 74. Look at that. I mean, just look at the artwork on this. Isn't this just amazing? God. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that is my Adam Hughes run right there. And like I said, either you like it or you don't like it. Me personally, I love them, and I absolutely like them. Okay, and moving on to the right side over here, I've got Warlord of Oz 6 out of 6. This is another beautiful variant cover that is starting to get hard to find right here. So, absolutely love this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Zenescopes is, to me, they just throw out some really quality covers out there. Some great covers by some great artists. And you see them at the conventions a lot. And I think I started becoming a big fan of them. I think within last year, actually. So I'm trying to catch up on a lot of the issues. Like this one right here, Alice in Wonderland #1. This is an Art Gen cover, and this bad boy is starting to get really hard to find, and the prices are starting to go up on these ones as well. I mean, not anything crazy or what have you. I think I picked this one up for like $20 or what have you. But it was a fair price, I thought. Beautiful artwork, and anything by Art Germ too. My God. A lot of his books, or I'm sorry, his drawings. Sideshow uses a lot of his type of drawings for a lot of the statues that they make. Of course, along with many other names like J. Scott Campbell and all of them. But Art Germ, another one of my favorite ones. Okay, and Spawn Resurrection #1, black and white. Got this in Chicago at one of the local comic book stores down there. And the price that the guy wanted on this was a fair price, I thought. It was, of course, Spawn Resurrection one shot, and it was like 1 in 100, I think it was. I'm not sure if it was 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000. And basically what that means is, like, for the comic book stores, they order a certain amount of the regular covers, and like, say if they order 100 of those, and then they're allowed to, you know, order this one right here or what have you, okay, and so on, and what, you know, like if they order 1,000 or 200 or so, there's different variants. But if you don't order enough of them, then you know, of course, the store is not going to be able to carry those. No, oh wow, this is another Adam Hughes here, G.I. Joe the Baroness. Okay, this is issue #2, variant cover, cover B. And look, I mean, everything he does, and you saw that in the Catwoman, but everything he does, I mean, it's just so, you got to love it. You absolutely got to love it. Sometimes I'm just speechless with a lot of the covers that he does. But he's just absolutely amazing, and I love this one too, just as well. Alright, G.I. Joe #216, A Real American Hero. This was the Comic Exposure exclusive. So, exclusives and variants are my thing. Look at the artwork on this one. Okay. Alright, these ones right here that you're going to see, a few of them are not the variants, but I just wanted to throw them in there as well. I have some variants in there, but this one, Power Girl first issue #1, I had to pick this bad boy up. I have just a feeling, a hunch, and I'm usually really right on these, that certain books are going to start getting very popular up there, and people are going to start demanding to find some more of those. They're what they're called sleepers. You know, you never know what's going to be popular or not. So there's another first issue of Power Girl. It's the variant Adam Hughes cover. Beautiful. And Power Girl #2. Look at that. How could you not love the artwork on this? Okay, Power Girl number 3. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, one of my favorites, and I'm definitely getting this bad boy sent in to get graded and slabbed and preserved for a lifetime. Power Girl number 27. Look at that artwork on that. Absolutely amazing. I finally found a fair price on this, and I snatched it up in a heartbeat. I've always wanted this cover. Just one of my favorite covers when I've seen it online, and I was like, oh man, I gotta have this bad boy. So I finally did, and I am just so happy with this. One of my favorite covers of all. And another Adam Hughes Power Girl. This is from JSA Classified number 1. Okay. Alright, Starfire number 1, variant edition right here. Just love the cover on this. And Starfire number 2. This was the story I told you about on this comic book, where just this week I found it for like $10 at Hastings. Crazy. There we go. Okay, so that is it on this haul. Okay, I'm gonna have another video by next week, and my goal is to at least have another video every week or so. So stay tuned, and let me know too as well if there's something that you want to see. I like my Batgirl. She was a gift from a wonderful lady friend of mine, and she got me this gorgeous Batgirl, and you just cannot go wrong with her. Look at this. Look at the beauty on her. Alright, so that was it, and thank you very much for coming by, stopping by and checking my stuff out, and I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making the video. I tell you what, I really wouldn't be doing this if anybody didn't come by and subscribe, and I'm trying to give back to a lot of the people out there who basically who just don't know. Like, you know, everybody has to learn somewhere, right? So I didn't know when I first started out, so I'm learning as well as I go along. And also, I like to give a shout out to T-Vol out there. He's got his own channel as well called Lords of the Long Box, and he was probably one of the very first guys I was actually watched and got a lot of pointers from. And after watching him, you know, I was like, you know what, hey, listen, it's about, I think I should do a video of my own as well. So hey, T-Vo, man, I love your channel. Shout out to you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll keep watching, okay? And also, hey, Lou, he's got his site called Hero Statue Collector, I think. Yeah, Hero Statue Collector. That's the name of the site. And thanks for subscribing as well and coming by and checking me out. Lou does a lot of the statues like I do, and his love for statues. And he's got his own channel out there as well, and his own show going on. And thanks for inviting me over to come in and sit down and talk some statues with you next time. And I'll definitely check into that, and I definitely like to sit down and see you face to face and meet you. But shout out to you, Lou. Keep doing what you're doing as well. I absolutely love your statues, and some of the things in your collection right there I can only dream of ever having, because I know a lot of them are just hard to find, or the prices are just skyrocket up there. And definitely shout out to everybody else who subscribed, came by and viewed and looked at a lot of my videos that are going on. My boy Jess, and also my boy Ray as well. Ray, he also has a video on the same channel, and he talks a little bit about one of his props, his blade sword. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Really nice sword he's got there. So he does a really good job of going into detail on the sword and what have you. So check that out as well. And if you ever seen my other video, I've got a BB-8 that I kind of did an unboxing of. In the future, I'll do some more of the props. I'll do some more, maybe some reviews of some statues that I have as well. And I'll get into a lot of different things that I have. And like I said, this is for genres of people out there who love the comics, who love the artwork, who love statues, superhero stuff, statues. I mean, you name it. It's just all out there. And for anybody who wants to start collecting, you have not started collecting yet, find something that you really love and start with that, because this hobby, like any hobby, can get a little bit pricey. So do your research first, okay? Do your research. Don't go out there and just get and start collecting the first thing you find. And you know, these things like this, it's an art, not just an art form, but you know, it gets into, it's a profession to some people as well. So and I learn from these channels, and I learn from these videos that people put out there. So do that. This is why people do it. So I hope you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.